Ever tried explaining spill the beans to someone who takes things literally? Picture a pile of beans on the floor and a really confused face.
That mental image is priceless, and honestly, it's what makes English idioms so much fun. I'm Jamie, and along with Alex, we're here to turn weird English phrases into memorable stories you'll actually want to use.
We're not just memorizing today. We're laughing our way through phrases like, "It's raining cats and dogs," and "kick the bucket."
By the end, you'll know what they mean, how to use them, and maybe even impress your friends. So, grab your umbrella or maybe a cat helmet, and let's get started.
The thing I love about English idioms is that they make absolutely zero sense if you take them literally. But when you get the meaning, they stick in your mind forever.
That's exactly it. Like, break a leg sounds downright dangerous until you realize it's actually a way to wish someone good luck, especially in theater. Who decided that anyway?
I have no idea, but I promise, no actual legs were harmed in the making of this episode. These phrases add so much color to everyday conversation.
And they're a great way to show off your English skills, because using idioms makes you sound more like a native speaker. Plus, it guarantees a few laughs along the way.
Let's start with one of my favorites. It's raining cats and dogs. It's just so ridiculously vivid. You hear that in a storm, and you're instantly picturing pets parachuting from the sky.
Honestly, I'd probably run for a cat carrier instead of an umbrella if that were true. But all it means is that it's raining really, really heavily.
Exactly. So next time you're caught in a downpour, just shout, "It's raining cats and dogs," and see if anyone else gets the joke.
Just don't blame us for any weird looks you get. So, Alex, what's the next phrase on our hit list?
Up next, break a leg. It sounds a little threatening, but it's actually the nicest thing you can say before someone performs on stage.
The first time I heard that, I thought, wait, aren't you supposed to wish me luck? Turns out, it's theater superstition. You say break a leg so you don't jinx their performance.
And if you're really nervous or a bit clumsy, just remember, it's only an expression. No casts required.
Speaking of mishaps, spill the beans is another one that's easy to misinterpret. No actual beans, but definitely some secrets getting out.
Right. If you spill the beans, you're not making a mess in your kitchen. You're revealing something that was supposed to be kept quiet. It's basically the idiom version of an accidental group text.
I've definitely spilled a few beans in my day. And sometimes you find out a secret you wish you could unhear. Like when someone tells you their plant kicked the bucket.
Ah, kick the bucket. The ultimate way to say something. Or someone has died. But with a slightly lighter touch. It's weirdly gentle, even though the phrase itself is a little odd.
I try not to overwater my plants just to avoid using that phrase. But it does make these conversations a lot more entertaining, doesn't it?
Here's the trick. The funnier or weirder a phrase is, the more likely you are to remember and actually use it. Humor is one of the best memory tools in language learning.
Completely agree. I remember idioms mostly because of the stories or images that pop into my head. Like, I'll never forget cats and dogs thanks to today's episode.
So don't be afraid to laugh at these phrases, or even make up your own silly examples. That's what makes language learning enjoyable, not just effective.
And if you use an idiom and someone laughs, you know you used it right, or at least you made their day a bit brighter.
Let's wrap things up with 3 quick takeaways. First, English idioms often sound silly, but they make your speech much more colorful. Second, the literal meaning is usually just for fun. Don't take it seriously. Third, practicing with humor helps you remember them for life.
And here's your action step. Pick one new idiom from today's episode and try using it in conversation this week, whether it's with a friend, your teacher, or even your pet. See what kind of reaction you get.
Send us your funniest stories or the weirdest looks you get. Maybe we'll share them on the next episode. Thanks for joining us, and keep laughing your way to fluent English.
Catch you next time on Punny Phrases, where learning English is always a little bit bizarre and a whole lot of fun.